I do have weekend observations, though.
Okay.
Weekend thoughts, however you want to phrase it. I just have a bullet point list that I was just keeping tabs of.
Let's go.
If you want me to just list them off, you could react as you please.
Let's go, man. Cook up what's and you.
I'm reading this for the first time since the weekend.
And shout out to you, Drippy, once again, man. Don't act like I don't peep what you putting down, man. The foam runners, the Nike running shorts, man. You got the
it's hot as balls
shirt,
out here right now.
That's a Penn shirt, right?
Yeah, Penguins.
That's fire. Yo, it is stupid hot right now for no
crazy
reason. For no reason, bro.
I checked the weather. It's going to lighten up throughout the week.
It's supposed to rain a
Getting
little bit,
to like
maybe.
the mid to low 70s.
Yeah, that'd be perfect for kickoff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I called this the weekend notepad.
All right. Let's go.
Wow, first thing I wrote down here. Found myself rooting against Buffalo, the college.
Wow. What is your deal, bro? Why are you like that?
I just saw them pop up on the bottom ticker. I was like, I hope they lose.
Why are you like that, man? And I actually ran into somebody from UB, and I was like, yo, shout out to Buffalo. Yeah, man. Yo, that's crazy. He said, I don't even like the University of Buffalo now. You said
it was just a natural reaction.
I don't even like Buffalo State College anymore. Jeez.
I didn't even watch any of their game. I just saw their score pop up on the bottom ticker. I was like, I hope that team loses. I don't know if they even won or lost.
That is so out of pocket.
Next, bro. I checked in on Slovis. Checked in on the X. BYU versus Sam Houston State. Doing more of the same shit. Just as bad as I remember. They won, though. It was like 14-0, but he was the check down king over there. It was terrible. No. Pitt is good. Watch out.
Believe the hype.
I know what I saw.
ACC look wide open, too, man.
I know what I saw. Florida State does look legit.
Open. What about Duke? How you feel about Duke?
I didn't get to watch that game. I completely forgot about it. And I saw they upset Clemson.
They pounded them until like the last quarter. And yeah, they definitely the better team, the more physical team, the better athletes. It was crazy.
Pitt had a little bit of a slow start, but I think they're going to be good. I think the defense is going to be good enough. They got a pretty good secondary, which is usually their weakness.
Okay.
And I think their front seven, even though there's a lot of turnover, that's usually one of our strengths. We normally have guys like hidden on the depth chart. Okay. And then the offense with this Jerkovich dude, running backs are always solid. Receivers are good. I was a little worried about the O-line, though, I will admit. It was weird because they weren't opening up as many running lanes as I thought against a team like Wofford.
Okay.
There was too many tough carries for the running backs.
Yeah.
Would have liked some easier open running lanes and
for us,
just them running wild and free.
I don't know a lot about us right now. Playing Bucknell, excuse me. We were rotating our quarterbacks because, like I tell you, we still switching and stuff like that. Still could run the ball, do whatever we want, but we weren't really calling anything because we got UVA this weekend.
That might have been the case too with us.
So
Cincinnati, big rivalry game.
Yeah, because we were real bland watching. I'm just like, yo, what is this? We're scoring, we're moving the ball, but it's real just. Yeah.
That's what they're saying Texas was trying to do too against Rice because they got Alabama this week.
Yeah, it could definitely.
I don't buy that. They're overrated. That QB's overrated.
Well, oh yeah, I mean you can make a strong case for that one, absolutely. But in terms of the thought process, you would assume at least that Texas should be able to get through Rice without opening the full gamut when you got Bama, who we know is going to be combing through every.
And they did. They started getting ugly in the second half.
Yeah.
Okay, so Pitt is good, and actually related to the Pitt game, Jerkovich. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right or not. It might be Jerkovich.
Maybe that's why he transferred. He was like, bro, I'm tired of you, man. He said, you keep butchering my name, bro. I don't like you no more.
This is the last comparison I want to make, but it was there enough that it just like, okay, I kind of see this. Reminded me of like Big Ben in a way.
Okay.
I'm not going all the way there, trust me. You know, I'm the last guy to make that comparison, right? Yes. But in terms of his height, arm strength, and just moving around in the pocket, throwing it on the run, making things happen when things break down. Like there was a little throwing some risky passes, but completing them.
I like
getting touchdowns. Like I was liking that.
I
also wrote because
I envy them risk reward dudes, man. I envy them dudes, man. I ain't got that.
Your guy has gotten the Big Ben comparisons too. I also put down a little bit less athletic Josh Allen, this Jerkovich.
Respect. That's a step in the right direction. And this is week 1. On a win, Deke, I didn't think I could get any positivity towards anybody in the 716 wearing blue and red from today until the end of the season, man. And then depending on how it ends, might not even like him dead.
Jerkovich might have more potential than Allen, though.
Oh, my God. Here he goes.
No, but
I like leave it as like a good. He's like, no, he might even be better than
I like this Jerkovich, dude. There's something about him. I like him.
All right.
Is Coach Prime the next Nick Saban? That might be an overreaction.
Well, he's already doing commercials with Nick, and he was doing that back before he was even at Jackson State, if I remember correctly, right? Them Affleck commercials. He's been doing those for a while. We know for a fact he can recruit. That's the one thing that Nick Saban has. Now, they recruit different. We know with Saban, he says, hey, man, you want a national championship? Come over here. This is what we do. Prime, he's like, bro, I'm Prime. Come on over here. This is what we do. So both of them been working so far. We'll see now for Prime if he can sustain it. We know Nick Saban is, arguably the greatest college coach ever, right? I mean, whoever you want to compare him to, he's going to be up in that conversation legitimately. So obviously for Prime, that's, a heck of a goal, but I'm sure he don't look at it as like it's impossible. I just don't think he'll ever be able to get to that level because I don't think he's going to stay at one spot that long. Like, Saban's been at Bama for 10, 15 years, it seemed like, man. And not just there, like, dominant. Even on his down years, it's like, oh, man, they should have been in the championship. Oh, down year. Oh, they lost in the semifinals. Like, that's their combo.
Right. Down year, they lose 2 games to, like, 2 top 10 teams by less than a touchdown.
They lost to Georgia twice one year. We're like, oh, man, it's down year for them, man. Whew,
in close games, or even last year they lost to Tennessee, and Tennessee at the point was like a top 5 team, and it was on a last-second field goal.
Everybody went crazy, though. Yeah, I just don't know. Like I said, man, that
Alabama quarterback looks good.
He does.
But he's got a cannon, really athletic.
You think about it, before the season, that was some of the talk down in Bama. What's the quarterback situation going to look like?
Maybe Saban was hiding him.
Interesting, man. Interesting, bro.
A lot of these quarterbacks look good.
Yeah,
it's actually crazy.
It was week 1.
That's what I was thinking too. Like, a bunch of these quarterbacks that have been getting hyped and whatnot, like, they delivered week 1. But then maybe you got to look at the matchup.
Yeah, because especially collegiately, I always feel like it's a lot easier to play offense than it is to play defense back, at that level right now. And that is partly reflected by the scores. A lot of 40s and 50s that take place collegiately, whereas we know NFL, if a team's scoring 30, you're like, bro, y'all gave up a ton of points today, man. 40 is almost unheard of. 50, you're like, bro, fire everybody on defense. Collegiate, I do feel like that's part of it, and especially early on, while you're still going through your personnel, dudes starting to get acclimated, and just the tempo, because that's the other part. You can't simulate that. When they snap that ball, and he's like, all right, come right back to the line of scrimmage. All right, do it again. Right back to the line of scrimmage, do it again. And now you can't communicate, but if I'm whatever quarterback that's half good, got a brain, and know you in cover 3, and I'm checking 4 verse every single play because I know you can't check out your cover 3 because you got to look to your coach, and I ain't going to give you no time to look to your coach while he over here trying hand signal. Maybe that type of stuff to me, man.
And I thought we were going to have a little bit more of a game like that where it was more back and forth defense. It was looking like that with LSU, Florida State.
It did early on.
And then it just got stupid in the second half with Florida State's offense and their quarterback. It was like, come on, man.
But they've been talking about Florida State for a little while too, though, man.
They're home. Or we got them at home here at Pitt later in the season. Bro, we got UNC in a couple weeks.
Listen, Deke. I really pray that my schedule aligns because I love Florida State, bro. I've always wanted to see them in person. But I need to go see a Pitt team in person too, man. So I feel like that could be like
You think that could be the game?
I feel like that could be like the perfect, that can get me there.
Just rock some JMU gear?
No,
in between? Are you going to rock some Pitt? Or are you going to rock Florida State?
I would probably go Pitt because the local, but in my heart, I've been Florida State since Warwick Dunn was running with that back flat flapping, man. Like, yeah.
Any takes on Prime saying he's not a no?
From a head coaching perspective, sure, he is not. But we know where his heart is as an alumni. But at the same time,
he went kind of too hard at that question, at that reporter. I mean, it was fair. I thought it was a fair question.
Hey, man, he's in the moment right now, bro. When you're in the moment, who knows what you might say, bro? Who knows? But no, it was definitely a vibe, though, man. It definitely was a vibe.
All right, I'll try to go quick through these.
I like this, though, bro.
Let's go UW. We'll like this one. Wyoming, a gritty team. I watched that game. It was like 1 a.m. or something. That game was still going on.
Definitely was.
Double, triple overtime.
Yeah, it definitely was.
And who they play? Yeah, Texas Tech. That was a big game for them.
Because the only reason I even turned in because I remember
Let's Go UW. It was that in that BYU game.
It definitely wasn't nothing else going on, but I remember Let's Go UW talking about a couple of their players over there. He talked about they had a linebacker before, it was a receiver over there. I forgot who he said is over there right now. I want to say it was another guy on defense, if I remember correctly. They're supposed to be out there, but yeah, man. So I was like, I definitely want to make sure I'm tapping in a little bit more on that.
Yeah, they were gritty.
Yeah.
Kirk Herbstreit.
Rod Dallas. Hold on. Rod Dallas brought up Peter Warrick when he talked about them Knowles. Yeah, like Peter Warrick was another. Like, it hurt me watching Mike Vick lose to Florida State, but at the same time, I was happy because I was like, y'all wanted Florida State to win so bad. But I felt so conflicted because, like, yo, Vick is from the crib. Like, he's our hero. You know what I mean? You can't root against him, but it's like, I love Florida State, bro. I've been doing this all my life. So yeah, bro, that was a unique situation right there, man. But shout out to Peter Warrick, shout out to Prime, man. Absolutely.
Kirk Herbstreit saying the term dot. I just thought it was interesting.
What was the context?
A quarterback threw a dot. It's just you
been
don't really.
He been hearing you, bro.
I was gonna say you don't really hear analysis or like the mainstream
like
announcer say the word dot.
Yeah, that was a dot. Especially,
I like that.
Especially the Herbstreits. You might hear a Acho. You might hear even a Robert Griffin. You know what I'm saying? You'll hear RG3. You'll hear them type of dudes. But yeah, Herbstreit, that's a little, all right. Shout out to the
I was kind of pumped about that.
Shout out, man. Hey, keeping up with the times.
And then last one, even though I didn't see the game, that Duke professor is a loser. Needs to know football better.
Does he have homework? I never saw the end of it. I know the kid in the interview was like, yo, I got a
yeah, the professor responded and said,
responded.
Hey, you got offensive linemen in that class too, and they were able to get it done, so I can't give you an extension.
I like it. Accountability, man. If the O-line could do it, why isn't the O-line important? See, you was about to do it right there. If the O-line don't protect, y'all be hollering about the quarterback look bad because the O-line bad.
No, give them all an extension.
Nah, man. O-line take care of business. They're professional. They're holding themselves.
They just beat Clemson.
Hold yourselves accountable, man. Are we just athletes or are we more than that, man? Hold yourself to a higher standard. I like that right there. Shout out to the O-lineman, man. Big guys need love too, man. You know that, Deke. I used to be an O-line back in the day. I got special place in my heart like that. That's why I like Ramon so much. O-line. You feel me? For the culture.
That professor needs to give it the program.
No. In fact, give them more homework. Give them pop quiz.
Ball over homework.
Give them pop quiz, man. Make sure they staying grounded. Keep them humble.
Was that Duke quarterback good, though? Apparently everyone's saying he's in this mix of like these quarterbacks that are like really hyped up.
It's hard to tell if he was good or was Clemson just bad. Because like the highlight play where he breaks out the sack and then takes off up the field, if we're being real, Deke, I don't look at that and say exceptional play by quarterback. I look at that and I'm like bad defense because they were missing tackles, taking terrible angles. Very different than when Kenny Pickett had the play versus Wake Forest and he hits the fake slide. That was nothing to do with Wake Forest. That's exceptional athleticism and just a heady play by the quarterback. It meant it way different context. You know what I mean? Whereas I'm watching the Duke kid, I'm just like, bro, it's two cats that should have tackled you and they just falling over themselves.
Clemson's just down the tubes right now.
Now you break out here and it's not like your breakaway speed. He's fast, decent speed, but it's not like he's a burner. So it's like, yo, you're in the open field on the sideline. It's like, bro, you got two dudes that should be definitely making this tackle. One dude take a bad angle, other dude miss a tackle. Next thing you know, this dude scored. But that's the highlight. And that was really where like the run, like it started to like flip for real. Because it was still kind of like, I think it was like a 1-score game during that time. But then after that happened. Then I think it was a turnover to another score. So, yeah.
Was it not DJ's fault?
That's what I felt like. I swear, and you saw how DJ
he
looked
still
too.
Sucks. I'm sorry.
Man, they won though. DJ took care of business.
I thought he played good though too.
Right, yeah,
he still sucks in my mind. It's scarred. It's permanently in me.
Fair enough. But all I'm saying is he was not the reason Clemson was bad last year. That's all I'm saying.
You think they're on the downturn?
I don't think it was on.
I'm seeing some of these ACC power rankings by ACC analysts, and they have Clemson in like the bottom like 3 or 4 now.
Now,
like 10th or 11th in the standings.
Though, it's still funny to me that Clemson got beat by Duke, but if you look in the polls, Clemson is still ahead of Duke right now.
Is Clemson still ranked?
Yeah, they had them both. Like I saw one poll, Clemson was like number 21 and Duke was number 24 or something like that.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Pitt's probably not gonna get ranked until maybe before 3-0. We go Cincy, Dub V win, and then we play North Carolina.
Okay.
Week 4. If we beat them, we're definitely gonna be ranked. Respect. But I just wonder if they'll have us ranked before that. They should. I mean, little ranked versus ranked matchup. I also had written down here, what's the deal with this Penn State quarterback?
Do you believe him? I like the defense.
Is he a freshman?
I like the defense.
Is he a true freshman?
I don't know if he's a true freshman. I know he's young, but he look good.
That was surprising to me because Penn State's offense is usually like
bad.
It's like quicksand. It's like them running in quicksand. Yep. It looks so much slower than any other team.
They have an elite running back and everything else is just like, bro, this is boring.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But that was different.
Yeah,
seeing that quarterback. Now I don't know if it's WU being that bad or not.
Well, see, WU I thought played all right. I thought they just didn't have the dogs to match with him in the second half. And
if they would have got the fourth down in the second half, it was still a close game.
And
at that point.
I thought the kid number 11 for Penn State. I thought he was disrupting them a little bit. Their new pass rusher cat that's over there. I forgot his name, but he was lighting it up a little bit. Yeah.
Those are my weekend notes.
I like that though, baby. Respect.
Weekend observations.
Respect.